Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how I get this really soft, contoured but extra glowy skin look using all affordable products. So if you want to see how I get my skin this glowy, then stay tuned. So I've already primed with the Pore Minimizing Primer, and I'm just going to quickly do my base before we get into highlight and contour. And I'm going to take the Drop foundation today. This is the shade Warm Nude. We're just going to drop a few bits on. I'll just do these two first, and then I'm just going to blend it in with my beauty sponge. I did a hair mask about 2 days ago, and I was just like reading up on natural hair masks that you can make at home. So I tried an egg hair mask and kind of made my hair a little yellow. But I know if I use a little bit more purple shampoo, I'll get it out. But honestly, apart from the yellow, my hair was so soft and so shiny afterwards. It was insane. It was gross putting it on because the egg was really sticky and it just kept sticking into my hair. Once I washed it off, my hair was so smooth after it because my hair was so dry, especially with like the cold weather and that. So I think I'm going to do it once a week. I might see if I can get pre-made egg hair masks because I don't fancy having yellow hair every time I do it. But yeah, just thought I'd share that with you because I'm just seeing my hair on camera and it's like looking like there's hints of yellow on it and I'm not happy about that. Anyway, there's a little bit of pointless information for you. I'm going to highlight and conceal now, and I'm taking the dark under eye concealer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight and brighten underneath here. I don't have darkness underneath my eyes, but I do have some freckles that are kind of blown out freckles, and I feel like sometimes that can make my skin look discolored. So that's why I like to just like highlight all this area here. This is the shade Porcelain I'm going in with. So it is a bit lighter than my foundation because I want to add that brightening effect. I'm just going to do a little bit down my nose. So just down the T-zone area. So it's just kind of where the light bounces off the skin and just gives you that brightening effect. I'm going to go in with the same beauty sponge and just press this in. And I like to bring it out towards the temples just to highlight all along my cheekbone. And I'm just pressing the concealer in and just melting it into the skin. That's why I really like to use a sponge to blend my concealer. I just feel like it gives it that really nice flawless finish. So you can see now it has that nice brightening effect underneath the eye and it covers all my little freckles. I don't hate my freckles, I feel like it just makes my skin look a little bit discolored. When I do go for the freckly look, I will add some little faux freckles in on top just to kind of even it out and make it look like that they actually are freckles. So today we're covering them up. So I pretty much like to set my concealer straight away. So I'm going to take the Pro Touch translucent powder and I'm just going to take a small bit like this just on my sponge. Just a little bit at a time because I don't like a lot of powder, but I do like to set my concealer. So I'm just going to press this on top. And using it with the sponge will just help the powder melt into the foundation and give you that really nice natural finish on the skin, and it doesn't go too powdery looking. So next up I'm going to go in with the stick highlight. This is the shade Halo Pearl. So it's just that really pretty champagne-y gold highlight colour. I'm going to take my sponge and my stick and I'm just going to firstly rub the sponge onto the stick to pick up the product. I like to put cream highlight on this way is because sometimes I feel when you put the stick onto the foundation it can move what's underneath and we don't want to do that. We want it like this to layer really nicely. So when you do this, you can control the highlight and it's not going to move your foundation because you're only patting it on top. So you're just pressing it in and melting it into the skin. So it gives you that really nice inner glow. So this is before, this is after. I'm just gonna lightly apply it up around the high points of my forehead where the sun will bounce off. So it gives you that nice glow. We'll do a little bit down the nose. So I'm just basically highlighting all the high points of the face where the light will bounce off your skin and give you that really nice inner glow. So because I'm going to powder contour, I'm going to take just a big fluffy brush, and there's a little tiny bit of powder in the lid. I'm just going to rub the brush into the lid and pick up any product and just kind of dab it along the underneath of my cheekbones. So because we didn't powder this area, and there may be like little areas on my skin that the foundation just hasn't settled down yet, I'm just gonna go over it with powder to help set any of those areas, so then the powder contour will blend really nicely over top. Because if I didn't do this and then there was any areas that hadn't settled yet, the powder contour will just stick right into that, and we don't want that ever. So now I'm taking the contour kit. This is the medium one. And basically the whole point of contouring is to add a bit more dimension and structure to the face. I like to contour underneath my cheekbones, especially just because I don't have very prominent cheekbones. I like to give the illusion that I do. So I'm going to show you how I do that today with powder. I'm going to take the shade here on the outside. So you don't want to use anything that's too warm because it's going to go too orange. You're basically just mimicking a shadow, and you're creating shadows on the face to make certain areas pop. So just taking a bit of product on the brush, and then I like to just tap off any excess. So the area you want to contour on your cheekbones is starting here, kind of towards the lock of your hair or the top of your ear, down towards the corner of your mouth. So this is the angle that you want to go at. You don't want to go down as far as here. I usually say like halfway is usually a good indication, and that's just going to really give you the effect that your cheekbones are a lot more higher and defined. So I like to just go in little swishing motions, and then also circular motions just to blend everything out. So just really take your time with this and take up product little by little. You don't want to go in and take a whole load of bronzer and just like pack it on, because it's going to be one hot mess that you're not going to be able to fix. So you can see here with no contour, and then here with contour. So you can see the definition that that gives. I'm going to do the exact same on the other side. And if there's any areas that you may have went a little bit too overboard on, or you went down too low, this is why it's always good to have a little beauty sponge at hand, because you can just press the sponge over the area you want to blend in, and it just really helps it melt the product back in and gives you that more of a natural finish. I'm also going to lightly contour just the sides of my forehead. I don't usually contour all the way around, because when I do, it makes my forehead look too small. I have to be extra careful with my hair, especially when my roots are still kind of fresh. And the reason I'm doing around here is just to kind of keep that bronziness effect in the skin. I feel like it just kind of pulls the contour together, so it's not like cheekbones just done. You can dust it up around here, and it really, I think anyway, just pulls the whole look together and just finishes it off nicely. I just realised I forgot to put my eyelashes on today. I was planning on wearing eyelashes. I just put mascara on my lower lashes, and then I was like, hey, what's going on here? We're looking a bit bare. So I'm also going to show you their powder highlight as well, which I love this palette. I think it's such a good, affordable highlight palette, and it's the Halo Strobing palette. I'm going to use the medium one today. I already have one that I've been using, so I'm not going to open a new one. I'm going to just use this one, but I wanted just to show you the pretty one. So what I like to do with this is I just mix all three shades, because they're all different. Like this one has a bit more pink to it, this one is like a lighter gold, and this one is like a soft bronzy gold, and like the three of them together just give that really nice effect. And I'm just gonna go over where we put the stick highlight. So if you're someone like me who likes to glow that little bit more, then I recommend this palette for sure. So as I said, I'm just going over everywhere that we put the stick, just to enhance it a little bit more. Like, look how perfect it is. And what I really like about this is it's not really glittery. It's like that soft glow highlight, if you know what I mean. Some highlights I find have like speckles of glitter and speckles through it that it's just not good for highlight. If you want to glow like this is what you want. You want that seamless glow highlight. So shout out to Kiss for not putting glitter in their face highlighters. What do you think, Garfield? Are you nice glowy? So that is it for my highlight and contour video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a thing or two. I'm gonna link everything that I used below, so be sure to check them out. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to keep glowing, and I'll see you at my next video.